Ring, ring.
Oh, hello!
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey! Look, I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I'm in the car, so
Always,
if you hear
always.
loud noises,
There's always
or you
something,
can't
man.
hear me, or it cuts out, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize now so I don't have to hear you bitch.
Well, at least we've got a routine.
Yeah,
That's
we
all right.
do.
Listen, I got to tell you, this. I'm still sick from this fucking COVID thing. 3 weeks later.
Wow.
I
Long hauler symptoms.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I should have gotten this when I was 40 pounds lighter. Yeah, it's fucking me up, dude. I
I'm still coughing. It's been like 6 weeks.
I
Yeah.
my whole abdomen. I've pulled like I must have pulled four muscles coughing yesterday. Every time I'm like, it's worse than like when you throw your back out and then you're deathly or you
Yeah.
crack a rib and you're deathly afraid of coughing or sneezing. That's the way I am right
Right.
now. But it's not my back. It's my ribs. It's like my gut.
So it's funny. So I've been through that stage. So I'm past that stage now. So now I'm at the stage where I'm only coughing a little bit. Like it's usually in the morning and at night, but during the day I don't cough at all. So you're getting there. I was in the back pain stage.
Did you
You're almost there,
did
pal.
you have that point where you were when you were exhaling at the end of every exhale it made this weird like whistling noise?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
I'm
that goes away. But try taking a deep breath, you still cough. I feel it. But here's my thing. Is it that it's the COVID or is it that we're so fucking fat right now that we're just fat coughing and we're trying to blame COVID?
Well, I mean, I didn't have this before COVID. It's not like I gained 40 pounds while I had COVID. So,
Right.
so all I'm saying is that it's COVID related. I mean, like I said, maybe if we weren't, tremendous in stature right now, that, we wouldn't have these symptoms after the fact, but who knows? I don't know. I can't,
Well, I just know that not only do I have still this lingering cough, weeks and weeks after, but I, like today, it was this morning, I had this epiphany on the toilet,
no.
uh, where,
All the greatest thoughts and ideas come from a good sit down.
well, it actually started before the toilet. I was downstairs and I had to go. And the downstairs bathroom, Nick was in there, and I was like, oh, I got to go upstairs. Well, I got to walk up the stairs. I was so winded when I got to the top of the stairs that I had to, like, I Mick Foley limped into my bathroom. Like, I had, like, the one leg dragging, like, I couldn't even breathe. And I got to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, I can't even breathe walking up the stairs. And I sat down to take a shit, and I realized I'm so fat that I can't breathe sitting down because my stomach is so large. So that was two.
Oh
And
my
then when I had to
God.
go wipe, and I struggled to wipe because I can't even reach any which way because I'm so fat and my body doesn't contort certain ways anymore. I was like, this is it. Like, this is,
Are you,
I feel
are
like
you,
such shit.
wait a minute. So you're at the stage when you take a shower where you don't scrub yourself. You just point the head and then just maneuver your body into the spray. Like you bend over and
Oh,
spread your cheeks.
No, thank God. Thank God I have the removable head. It's like a
Oh,
jet sprayer.
oh,
It's like
okay.
it's like what's it called? What do they call those things?
I
A
don't know.
bidet. Like a bidet.
Oh, yeah.
And thank God, because honestly I wouldn't have a clean ass. There's just no way. Like, I
That's
don't know how guys like
the curse,
maximum capacity
the curse
wash their asses.
of the fat guy with short arms.
I mean, it's fucking brutal. Like, I literally I was. It's that bad that I can't even reach to wipe. I can't. I'm so
It's
fat. Like,
It's bad. Like you hear about like my 600-pound life and how like somebody else has got to hose that beast down every time they got to poop or
right,
something. but you never think you're getting to the point where you're just barely fingertipping to get.
Well, but today I realized today was that day when I this morning said to myself, I cannot do anything I used to be able to do. Like I've lost all basic skinny man or semi skinny man function. Like I'm going, and I was like, I just sat there after on the edge of my bed, like, and just I was like on the verge of tears that I'm like, I am 281 pounds. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, how did this even happen? I just cannot continue.
I can just pull up TikTok and explain how it can happen.
It's bad because like putting on socks, tying shoes, things that are easy to a normal person are no longer easy to. It's bad.
I could sort of.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there.
You even put like clothes don't fit anymore.
Yeah,
like,
well, I have that.
I just don't even know like what like my new thing is my hip. My right hip has been hurting so bad, and I'm like, it's my shoes. It's not my shoes because no matter what pair of shoes I put on, they can't hold 281 pounds of fucking shit. That's what it is. And I'm at work the other day, and I got new shoes, and they're bricks, and they're expensive, and I'm wearing them, and I'm at the store, and the manager goes, your shoes, they're no good. I said, what do you mean? She's like, your shoe is going, like, your right shoe is literally, like, crushed on the right side, like, bending outwards. Like, it's being crushed on the outward side. And I'm like, sweetheart, it's not the shoe. Like, it's not the shoe. It's me. It's not the shoe. My right hip has been hurting so bad because I'm so fat. I'm crushing the shoe on the right side. The shoe can't even. The shoe can't hold me. It's like it doesn't even know what to do.
Can I explain something? I've been feeling shitty and frustrated because I'm sick for like 3 weeks. I haven't been able to be productive and earn money or anything. And just hearing your fat guy problems lifts my mood up so much. We may have to add another. Yeah, but listen, even though I relate to a lot of it, it just brings me such joy to hear your struggle. I don't know why.
Oh, it's bad. It's I've got pains that are places I didn't know I had pains. Like I'm just in a world of hurt right now, and it's really bad. And I told myself that I'm gonna start working out tomorrow, not today, tomorrow, because I've got to start being active at least. And then I can worry about.
You need to worry about diet first.
No, I can't. I work backwards.
I understand, but
working out first.
But they say like 70 to 80% of it is what you eat, not what you do.
And then, like, I'm at work today, and this lady is like, "Oh, I'm on keto." I was like, and she's telling me about keto, and I'm like cringing, and she's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It doesn't even sound good."
I'm dying to go back on keto. I just have too much like I get those Hello Freshes every week, and I'm like, first of all, I like to cook, so it's like. It's kind of fun to make those, and then two, God, I wish they were paying me to say this. This is bullshit. But I like making them, and it's free fucking food. It's like hard to like be like, I'd rather just spend a lot of money because keto is not cheap because it's all meat. You know. Speaking of keto, how's your mom doing? How's that curse going?
Oh, no, she's back on fucking track.
Is she?
The curse wore off. The new year. When your wife dies, the curse is gone.
Because I posted that photo of the Publix carrot cake. By the way, people,
right?
There are two things that they make at Publix, or the grocery stores down here, that are like crack. They make this fried chicken is out of this world. It's addictive. You get you can get a thing that's a whole fried chicken, like broken into pieces, but it's it's a whole fried chicken. It's hard not to eat the whole thing in one shot. And then two, the other thing that they make that is like it's got to be more addictive than crack. It definitely has more sugar than anything I've ever had in my life. Is their carrot cake. So I posted a picture of this carrot cake I got yesterday. By the way, which is totally gone by today. Like, I don't know how many slices.
It's a log. It's a log.
I don't know how many slices it's supposed to be, but between all day yesterday,
it's meant for like a party of like 8.
Yeah, I ate like 2/3 of it yesterday, and the other third I had for breakfast today. But your mom commented on the picture like something like she loves that, but then mentioned that she makes a keto version, and I'm like, wait a minute. Do I have to renew the curse on the 31st? I didn't know.
I feel like it wore out. She's back, and she's back with a vengeance.
This is bullshit. This is like a resolution thing.
And my dad is miserable. Like, I call him, I'm like, what is your problem? He's like, she's back on fucking keto. I gotta eat what she eats. So I was like, oh, poor bastard. He's eating like, keto fucking broccoli and cheese soup and
listen, okay,
salmon.
I want to go back to a thought I had earlier, but before I do that, I need your parents' address. I'm going to like DoorDash them like half the Arby's menu one night, and I'm just gonna submarine your mom again.
That would be actually fucking hilarious.
Well, yeah,
I get my weak will dieting from her because it just takes like one person to be like, oh, just eat the cheeseburger. She'll eat the cheeseburger. That's how she is.
Yeah. So the other thing, I forgot I had a thought when you were talking about being fat and walking at work and all that. I dream of being able to organize, but because I'm not there, if I lived in Atlanta, this would be a lot easier, or if you live down here, like you used to, I dream of organizing where just spontaneously one day you're at work walking around and I have arranged for the tuba guy to follow you around playing the fat like elephant walk song.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine?
That would be hilarious.
You literally have to end up trespassing the guy to get him to fucking leave you alone.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Well, and you know what's worse about that? Like, so today, as I'm thinking about being fat, and I'm like, I've got to start, like, because I started to like panic and think, oh my god, I'm gonna be 300 pounds by March, like if I don't stop. Like, this is the path I'm on, and this is a dangerous, scary path. Like, I started to panic, and I'm like, this is bad. I'm not sleeping good. Like, I'm just, I'm fat. It's just, this is bad.
I'm using the being sick excuse right now. Why I haven't gotten on track.
Like, I'm over that. But I'm starting to panic. And then I'm like, oh my God, I just turned 41. Like, what if this is like my decline, like in life? Like, I see it happen to people all the time. Well, as I'm thinking about all this, I now have to drive with glasses on. So I'm currently wearing a pair of eyeglasses.
Hold on.
Because I can't see.
Hold on. You keep thinking like this, there's like this magical, like when the clock struck 12 and you like on paper became a year older. It's not like you became a year older. You became a second older. You became a year older over the course of a year. But you seem to think there's like this, like when the clock struck midnight, all of a sudden a year's worth of changes happened to your body. You're ridiculous. And also this thing about starting a decline. Buddy, you've been in this fucking decline for like 3 fucking years.
But I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong.
I know.
I'm currently driving with bifocals on because I cannot see. And it gets even worse than that. Because at first they were like, you just need him to drive at night.
You're becoming your dad. That's not bad. You're becoming your dad.
Right, but my dad doesn't even wear fucking glasses.
Well, that's half the problem.
He got the cataract surgery
now.
But I'm like, okay, I only have to wear them at night. And then the doctor's like, no. You also have to wear them when you watch TV. So the other day I'm watching TV and I was like, wow, I can't see the TV. Have I not been able to see the TV this whole time? Or now did he implant this in my head and now I think I can't see? So I had to get my glasses. I put them on and I'm like, oh, wow, this is fucking clear. Like, I've been watching AEW like fucking blinded. So I put the glasses on and I'm like, oh my God, I can see everything now. Like, this is so cool.
Like,
why didn't I do this sooner?
You're like, Darby Allin's blonde?
Yeah. Like, Jesus, like,
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, Sting still looks the same age, glasses or not.
Right.
I mean, he looks good. He doesn't look his age. He looks great.
Well, it helps. What helps when you cover your entire face with paint.
I guess, right?
That's
But,
listen. Like the women don't have it wrong. They, you just cover your whole face with a nice layer of paint, and everyone thinks you're gorgeous. Look at Sting. So yeah.
right. So like, now I can't see. Add that to the list. I'm fat and I'm blind, and I'm like I can't see. I can't tie my shoes. I can't put my socks on.
Can't wipe
like,
your ass. Can't
I
fucking.
can't wipe my ass.
Can't walk a
No.
straight line.
And you know what? While I'm at it, I might as well just go ahead and tell you, I fucking ripped my pants on Thursday at work.
Don't make me laugh. I got pulled muscles in my gut. Oh.
I put on a size
Wait a
40
minute.
pair of khakis.
Wait a minute. You withheld since last week that you.
I didn't want to say it.
You didn't tell the boys in the thread. You didn't tell us on the last podcast. I wonder what else you're withholding from us.
I put them on. Okay, so I put them on in the morning, and I haven't worn them in a long time. And I go, I had no other pants, so I went to go put the button, and I'm like, oh wow, the button. I mean, we're close. Like it's touching, but I can't grasp it. So I took a deep breath, and I got it. The little clasp went in. I zipped it up. I put a belt on for show because the belt wasn't holding anything up. And
well,
I said, all right.
I think when you're at that stage, the belt is like just a backup plan for when that fucking button or snap breaks.
Right. True.
You know.
So I and the funny part is when I put the pants on, I checked because I said, well, I haven't worn these in a while. I said, maybe did they have a hole? So I checked the crotch, no hole. I checked the pockets. I said, no. But then I realized that I'm so fat at this point, I could barely get them on, and the pockets were screaming. The pants were so tight that you could see the inside of my pocket.
When you get that so fat that you could see the white lining of your. It's like instead of it being like a straight line, it's now like this like white pouch.
It's like wide open.
Yeah, it's.
Right. So I see.
It's like a screaming mouth. It's like a screaming mouth.
Right. Right. So now I'm like, I said, okay, I've got to wear these pants today. I have no pants, and so I went and found a double extra large long shirt to wear, and I literally put it on. I went to the mirror. I go, great, covers the pockets. No one can see the screaming pockets. So I go to work and I'm going about my day, and I got in the car and I don't know when it ripped, but at some point I was driving to the next store, and it's like 1:00 in the afternoon, and my phone was between my legs, and I went to grab it, and I go, oh, that's my balls. Like, that's weird. So, right. I'm like, that's not normal. And I go to look, and I mean, it's fucking, I had underwear on, but I could still feel my balls they were not in pants, they were in underwear. Like, nice little silky balls there in the underwear. And I'm like, oh shit. So I get to the next store, and I like tuck in the pants behind me because I don't know how big the hole is at this point. So I shuffle to the bathroom. Thank God my shirt was long. I get to the bathroom, and I check. This hole is literally like dick to ass. Like I'm smiling in between my legs. I'm like, I got a huge smile going because that's how big the hole is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a full hole. So I look, and the shirt is covering it like just enough.
Oh,
but if I make any sudden moves, the shirt's going to come up. You can see that I literally have a split in my pants.
Oh my God.
So I had a jacket on, so I took my jacket off, my sweatshirt.
You tied it like you were on your period.
And I tied it around my waist. Because then I was like, okay, I'm covered. Like, I'm covered all the way around now. Nobody can see the hole.
You must have been such a sight with that jacket tied around your waist with that belly hanging over it.
Well, because the funny part is so the belly's hanging out. And one of the guys at the store said, why are you wearing a sweatshirt around you like it's 1992?
Right.
And I was like, what? I was like, I got hot. I didn't want to put it down. He's like, you can put it in the office. I was like, no, I'm good. I would play it off. Like I just, I didn't want to go back to the office. I was walking around the floor, and I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, I'll take it back there for you. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, enough, I'm good.
I think the guy was
right.
Maybe he was onto you and was trying to get
I shit my pants, and I was trying to cover it.
Maybe.
So I like finished my walk that day and I went home and I fucking was so angry. Like I took the pants off and I fucking Hulk Hogan ripped them like he was ripping one of his shirts. I was so angry. I was like, "You're done. You're fucking done."
Honestly,
and it's the pants' fault. I gained 40 pounds.
I would have just sprung for a pair of like tracksuit pants and worn them.
I mean, so I'm wearing
the rest of the day.
Jeans today. My new jeans.
But I mean, at the store, I would have bought something instead of doing the sweater gimmick.
I'm too cheap.
I know, but
too cheap. But here's the other problem with my.
You broke up. I don't know what your other problem is.
You don't got any sizes for fat guys.
Huh? You broke up. What was the other thing?
I said don't think I didn't go over look at the pants in this.
Oh, okay. You didn't want to settle. You
not,
didn't want to buy big boy sizes. You're trying to fight that.
What? Am I breaking up now?
You do. You were. You're back. This is see people. This is why we don't like to podcast and drive.
I said I'm wearing. It's not happening.
Yeah, he's driving through the fucking janky parts of Atlanta here, or Georgia.
I got full bars here. Full bars.
Yeah. Well, I'm not moving anywhere. I'm stationary in the studio here.
What I said was
in the Breakfast Club.
I'm not. What I said was they didn't have anything over a size 38. I can't fit into that, pal. Last time I fit into 38 was a long time ago.
I don't understand because like America is really fat these days. You would think that like these stores would have big boy sizes.
They didn't have them, so
they're missing out.
I mean, are they or just? I mean, not many guys probably rip their pants in the middle of work eating. They wear the right size to start off the day.
No, but they might want like a sports team related pair of tracksuit pants or whatever, or something with a Nike swoosh on it, and they're fat. And they go to the store specifically for that. Yeah.
But one would think that, like, I've ripped enough pairs of pants.
I got news for you. People don't come to your store only when they've ripped their pants and they desperately need something at the last second. You know?
But, like, one would think two things. I've ripped my pants enough in my lifetime. You'd think I'd get my diet under control and my weight.
Yeah.
And two,
for like a normal person. For a normal person. Right. Like, that's like the humbling, like, rock bottom moment. And then that's the story you tell of how you lost 80 pounds. But for us, that's Wednesday.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had, like, told my boss one time when I ripped my pants, that I had ripped my pants. And he was like, "You don't carry, like, a jumper bag in the car?" I was like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "You don't carry a bag in the car, like an extra set of clothes?" I was like, "No."
I mean, you should.
He's like, everybody should. Like, every man should have that extra bag in the car where if something happened, you spill something, you know, and I'm like, no. And perfect example is today. I get to work with my brand new gray hoodie on, sweatshirt, and I go get Starbucks, and what do you think happens 2 seconds in?
You get coffee on it.
Spills all over my shirt. It's on my sleeve, my shirt. So now I got to go the whole day, and it's cold here. It's 25 degrees at one point. I'm like, I can't take my jacket off. I gotta own the stain.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it got cold. It got cold here too. I had to put socks on today.
Oh Jesus! Well, somebody said something to me today, and they said, "Oh, would you spill coffee or something?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, fucking hilarious. Like, you've never done that before." He's like, "What are you getting so sensitive for?" I was like, "I mean, come on. Like, I don't know. I spilled coffee all over on my fucking arm, my chest. Like I don't know this."
Yeah, but you played right into it. You gave him the reaction. You played right into the trap. You walked right into it.
But like, it just happened. So
he got the rise out of you. He got the rise out of you.
Can I tell you why?
Mission accomplished.
Let me tell you why, though. I'm going to give you, the Starbucks is going to get some shit right now.
Oh, here we go.
Starbucks has
put in a tweet. They'll send you a gift card.
They have the worst fucking lids known to man. Their lids spit
yeah.
Their lids are horrible.
They don't have. They have the open tops, right? They don't have where you could.
They got the little lip on it, right? And they don't put the little stopper in there.
Yeah.
So you take one step, the coffee, and fucking fill the coffee to the brim. It splashes all over you.
That alone is a reason to go to Dunkin' instead of Starbucks. To be honest with you.
Oh, Dunkin' sucks me though, so you can't do that. Dunkin' here is like, it's awful. It's like second rate.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
It's
like
frozen and...
between you and me, I've never liked Starbucks coffee. Anytime I've gotten Starbucks coffee at any Starbucks location, anywhere that I've ever traveled, it's too burned. Like whatever they roast, however they roast their beans, it's too burned for me. I don't like the taste.
I would say I don't even get coffee anymore. I've been drinking tea now that I'm British.
Oh yeah,
so I've been drinking tea.
With like extra,
I stopped drinking coffee.
Extra sugar and honey and whatever else they put in it.
Well, no, I get a London Fog. It's vanilla and like something else. I don't know.
Vanilla. That's got sugar in it.
Lavender.
It's disgusting.
And it's beautiful. A little steamed milk. But somebody, my coworker today, he bought me coffee. He was like, "Oh, let me get you a coffee." So I was like, "All right." And he was like, "Let me get 2 coffees." And I was like, "Fuck, I gotta drink coffee." And straight up, it spills all over me.
Yeah.
I gotta walk around like an asshole. Now I gotta go to Nick the Dick's game with coffee spilled on my chest.
Yeah. Another reason to have that bag, because God forbid you embarrass yourself at Nick's game.
I guess the coffee's least of my worries.
Right, like that's like 5th on the list that things people would notice about you at the game. You'll for sure be making a bigger scene in some other way.
Yeah, I only got to stare down once this last week in games because I missed one game, and then the second game, the ref stared me down walking off the court as like he was going to do something, and I'm like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, pal?" Like,
eject you. Game. Eject you. That's what he's gonna do.
He made a googly eyes at the crowd, like he was trying to taunt us, and I was like, "Oh, this guy wants to taunt us."
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing to do is acknowledge you guys. That's only gonna like.
He did. And all the parents, like I didn't. I just laughed. One of the other parents went off on him.
That's like throwing gas on a fire. Never do that. That is a rookie move.
Well, when he came back out for the second half, everybody booed him. So he got a nice boo. And he was laughing, but it was like, "No, we're really booing you because you suck." But
he was
in an away game.
Listen, I've done that laugh where I do the laugh like I'm pretending like I don't care, but inside it really hurts. It always really hurts.
Right. Well, so today's an away game. We're playing a team that beat us by like 50. So I mean, I can't. I'm not going to get too worked up because
I don't know why you're going. You should have just told Nick to catch a ride with someone.
I made him catch a ride there.
No, but I'm saying catch a ride home too. Get his girlfriend to drive.
2 games this year.
Yeah.
No, his girlfriend's got COVID. Yeah. So.
Well, that's good. That probably means you'll get it in a few days.
No,
you'll catch it off Nick's toilet.
I catch something off that toilet. I don't know what I'll catch, but
you guys catch it from using the same plunger. So, the only other thing I was going to say, I maybe you have some other stuff to talk about, but I was going to point out to people that, remember last podcast I kind of made the disclaimer that yes, there's football playoffs going on, so we were talking more football during the show, et cetera, but that the end is near. Don't worry, we're not going to be talking much football today because 4 out of the 6 playoff games they had were just dreadfully lopsided blowouts. It's like disaster.
Right.
Like they added.
The only thing I wanted to say, I had one thing to say about football.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to put you over.
Uh-huh.
You were right. You called it weeks ago that Arizona was a fraud.
Oh yeah.
You called it.
Yeah.
You called it.
They all but like just slid into the playoffs with a string of losses. I think they lost like 2 out of 3 games going into the playoffs, and I was just like
Arizona fraudulent. That's what we'll call it. Arizona fraudulent.
Yeah, they were completely fraudulent. That guy, I think that some of these quarterbacks that are like really early sensations. That's why I feel good about Tua, because Tua's just like going to be one of those guys that just, if you can stay healthy and you can get an organization behind him with a little bit of consistency from year to year, where you're not new coaches and new game plans every single year, that he's just going to get better and better. But some of these guys that like are flash in the pan right out of the gate, they're kind of like, remember Dontrell Willis in baseball? Remember how he had that really unorthodox pitching style that threw everyone off, and he had these monster numbers because of it. But once a whole rotation of the league faced him, they'd all seen it. and they figured it out,
Right.
and then people started hitting on him. And I think that's what some of these guys are like. I think like what's his name at Arizona? I forget his name. Little guy, but really fast. Kyler Murray. I think he's got a strong arm, and I think he's fast, but I think he's not as good as he looked. I think people just had never seen him before. And now that they've adjusted to him, he makes stupid mistakes, and he's getting flushed out.
Stupid one last night.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not. And I think there's a couple guys. I think your boy in New England that you were trying to defend, Mac. I think it's the same thing. I think he's wildly overrated.
The difference is Mac Jones plays for a genius of a coach who can work around it. Like,
and yet he's still being exposed here. So I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. But in any case, the games this weekend were like we were looking forward to we're getting extra playoff games this week. They extended the playoffs and added a few teams, and we'll get a few more games. And most of it was just non-competitive shit. And the other thing I wanted to say is goodbye, Ben Roethlisberger. It's been fun. I'll see you later.
And goodbye, Cowboys. Thank God.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Prescott got trucked by a referee.
But with the Ben thing, it was like I was listening to that game, and because it was so because it was kind of a blowout, at the end of a game when there's nothing really to get excited about or talk about, the commentators still have to fill the air with the sound of their voice. So they started really blowing him, and especially Chris Collinsworth, which is had both of Ben's balls in his mouth for the whole fourth quarter, and I'm like even Brian Greasy I forget the word he used, but he at least alluded to the rape allegations, but he called it mistakes or something, and I'm like, no, the guy's a bathroom creep. Stop. I get it. He played good enough. He's gonna go in the Hall of Fame. But I was thinking more about it. I was really the more I thought, the more annoyed I was. There's a guy that had people accuse him of some really awful stuff. I think there were settlements involved, et cetera, et cetera. At least this guy got scared straight, so to speak, and shaped up and stopped doing that shit. But then you have a guy like I've always felt bad for Terrell Owens. The guy was a great player and somehow got blackballed from the league in the last few years, and for no reason. He never had an off-field issue. He never had an on-field issue. There was just something weird happened, and the league kind of blackballed him out. And I feel like there was a joke because he was like, "I'll come play for," I forget who it was, so and so. I'll come out and we'll go right now. I'm sure he's in great shape, and everyone laughed about it. And I'm like, I mean, why is it funny? I mean, you guys kicked him out of the league for some bizarre reason. I don't remember what it was. Was he getting a little political or speaking up about? I don't even remember what it was.
I don't even remember. He just disappeared one day.
Right, but he wanted to keep playing, and I'm like, you throw this guy away, and this guy over here that had legitimate things. It's like Antonio Brown getting his fourth shot in the league after all these allegations and all this other shit that he's been doing, and documentable bad behavior every step along the way. Yeah, I'm like, listen, I know this guy's been going in the Hall of Fame, and I know he won 2 Super Bowls, and on the field for a while there, he was a good quarterback that could win you a lot of games. But a Hall of Fame it shouldn't just be about that, and it's a little annoying, and it's also annoying to. At least now he's gone, I won't hear people talking so flowery about him week and week, week after week after week. So.
Yeah. I got nothing else.
I figured you did it.
Well, my watch just said, just to confirm, you don't like to call Blake Chadwick. That's what my watch just said.
What did it say?
I went Blake, I called. Siri on my watch said, just to confirm, you'd like to call Blake Chadwick.
That would have been funny, yeah. Especially if you didn't realize it called, and then we're talking shit about him while he's just sitting there listening for well, that would have been funny. Then the funniest part is he would do one of those things where he would record hearing us doing it, and then like play it back to us on the fucking chat like
Yeah,
like a
you
week
know he would.
like a week from now.
Right. If you listen to the podcast, you know we talk shit about him every week.
You're right. If he ever bothered to listen, he would know. This, like I'd say, what we have about 180 something podcasts. I'd say like a solid 120 of them. We take a shot, at least take a shot at him.
At least one. Right.
All right. Well. All right. Well.
All right.
Yeah. Whatever. You know. Well. You know.
Goodbye. I'm
Yeah.
done with you.
All right. Yo, you're done with me. I'm done with you.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.